I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast here for your Monday. Oh yeah, back from that big old weekend. Good times, good times. Yeah, I got out a little bit on Friday, which was nice on the birthday. Went to Cholo Soy for a little dinner with the fam, or part of the fam, which is nice. Yeah, it was great. Actually, while we were there, I met some KVJ Nationers, Josh, along with his son Austin and his wife Vicky. And it was kind of crazy because it was my wife and my son Cannon and then the Mexican Queen. And it was kind of odd to see because they had the same thing. His son was like 15, had the same haircut as Cannon. Tall, lanky kid. And then his wife was a Latina. And I got the Mexican Queen. And then I saw him.
He's a gringo.
He was a gringo. And it was almost like a mirror, you know, of the family.
This is your alternate universe Ralston.
It was kind of a weird run. I'm like, you're kind of like the carbon copy of our family right here.
Did he have murderous eyes?
No, he had a very strong beard, and it was really amazing. Just you know, the kind of beard you said, I'm a freaking man.
Yeah.
Like you have to be a man to the core to grow that kind of beard. It was just big and long and strong and thick. And
the kind of beard you could wet and put candles in it to scare people.
Yeah, he would be a great Blackbeard pirate.
Some
Yeah, he
people
could do it.
the beard privilege is a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He could do that. So that was impressive. That was nice. Saturday went out, did a little bit of shooting.
I saw that on social media.
Yeah.
Those rootin' tootin' Ralstons were out there practicing guns.
Yeah, we went out there with my buddy Sean. He's so nice to just kind of hook us up. He just lays out all his guns, and he's like, step up, shoot this, and then shoot that. And it was kind of crazy. Yeah, we're all out there just rooting and shooting.
Get a chance to use a snub nose 58?
Nope, didn't use one of those.
All right.
No, had a 44, a lot of, 9 millimeters, which you would know.
Totally.
Jbird, of course.
He wouldn't know a 9mm from a snub nose if you pistol whipped him.
Whatever, dog. I collect G.I. Joe figures. I know all about guns.
You're no man. You're a boy.
But I still know about them guns.
Yeah, there's some of the video. Yeah, they got a nice little shooting range that is out there. It's kind of like by Corbett, the wildlife preserve area. If you go out Seminole, Pratt, Whitney, where the men are men and
How much a round like that cost
The
you?
women are men too.
yeah.
Everybody's a man out there, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't really know because we had to throw down stuff, so we had to get the eye and ear protection and all that kind of stuff. So it was one total bill. But yeah, it is a little bit of cost, and then the ammo's, something that you got to pay for.
How long you're allowed out there for? Is it an hour?
Yeah, I think we did. Probably maybe 90 minutes. Just went out there and kind of shot a little selection of all of it. But yeah,
Who is the best shot in the Ralston family?
me. Not the best shot.
Well, I would beg to differ. One Drew Ralston is the best
Oh,
shot.
yeah, no, my dad. Yeah, no, my dad. In fact, I showed this to my dad. My dad was, he was giving me tips and critiques, and he's like, you could do this, and, lean a little bit forward, have your foot here.
Don't stand so dorky.
Yeah, there were some mistakes. If you really know shooting and you're breaking it down, you'd be like, all right.
Stop shooting like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Move over. Let your dad show you how a real man does it.
Yeah, that was it, but it was nice. There's a family photo. Caitlin didn't do any shooting.
If Drew Ralston ever came down here again, it'd be fun to see a Ralston family shootout.
I'd love to take him out there. Yeah, absolutely. I thought about that. I don't know if Dad will ever come back down to South Florida ever again. But
I don't know. I don't think my mom will come here either.
yeah, I think that's done. But,
I have to go to them if I want to see her.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but maybe I can go there and we can shoot and film it. Ran into another KVJ Nation out there, Brent. He was like, we were changing out targets. He's like, it's good to see the KVJ show out here shooting them off. I'm like, yeah, there you go, Brent.
America.
Yeah, America.
Did he spit some dip?
No, I don't think he was a dipper. He didn't have that look, but he looked like he had his stuff down. So it was nice. It was lovely. But then, yeah, I had a weird thing all weekend. Saturday, because Cannon did a football camp out at the Kaiser. It was crazy hot. And I came home. I passed out for like 2 to 3 hours. I went to go do that shoot, and I came home. I passed out for about another 2 to 3 hours. And then got up, and I slept a whole night. And I got up on Sunday, went to church, and came home. I passed out again.
Wow.
Your body
Yeah.
needed it.
Did somebody drug you?
I don't know what was happening. The Queen didn't feel great, and I think there's a little funk going on. I never get a headache, and I had a headache all weekend. Yeah.
Maybe it was that
rough.
keto cake Virginia made you.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I'm like going great. I turned 51. I just fall to hell. Yeah, I fell apart. So that was it. Did you get the boat day in yesterday, Virginia? I know you made some. You made some keto jalapeno poppers. They look fantastic.
I know. I made them for you.
Oh, I'm so upset I didn't get out there to have those.
I was trying to give you a Mexican fiesta on the water, but
They look fantastic.
you were taking your third nap and you slept right through KVJ boat day.
I did.
What else did you have on the boat?
Oh, we had drinks. We had suits.
Okay.
We had.
Did he go mankini again?
He did not. He wore a regular outfit.
He loves showing his ass off.
Yeah. He said he's really that ass hair is really coming out.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
He's really growing it in.
Yeah, he is. He's very proud of himself.
Chicks love ass hair.
They do. They do.
A
It's
bushy bung.
It's a big turn on. Yeah. Okay, so you went out there and had
We
a little
did. We just tooled around up by Jupiter. We gave Suits the backwater tour of Jupiter to Cuesta.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fun. It's peaceful.
It is.
We saw
is
the
lovely.
coolest thing. There was these kids on jet skis, and they had flags on the back of their jet ski, and on the flag it said ice cream. And they were driving around selling ice cream off the back of their jet ski to everybody on the water. I'm like,
Okay.
that's brilliant.
That is smart.
Sounds safe and sanctioned.
No, it's totally rogue and awesome.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have you trusting no ice cream from some fucking kids in the water.
It's packaged. It's in the wrapper.
Okay, it's in the all right.
Yeah,
My
it's
bad.
not like
I thought they had
you're
balls.
not gonna a bowl of ice cream and find a toenail in it.
Or scooping ice cream
Yeah.
for people.
We bought Rocco a drumstick, still in the wrapper.
Yep. Let me see. We got a lot of emails here. Tonight, Game 7, Stanley Cup Finals, and Angie had said, "Oh my gosh, thanks Vlad and V. Edmonton Oilers beat the Florida Panthers 5-1 to force a Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Final."
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Vlad. This is more of a Virginia issue.
Whatever.
Okay.
Maybe it had to do with the Panthers not playing great.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep telling yourself that.
Christine said, "I don't believe in superstition much, but V needs to sing the national anthem on Monday before the game to undo what she did singing the Canadian national anthem at the live show when the Panthers were up 3-0, and now it's tied at 3 games apiece." Michaela said, "So our Panthers have lost every game since Virginia sung the Canadian national anthem. The only way to set it right for Game 7, you got to sing the American national anthem. For the love of God, Panthers can't lose the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row." I hear you. Let's go Panthers.
That would suck. If they lose again on the Game 7.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. You don't have the balls to come in here wearing an Oilers jersey.
Oh, I would never.
If the Panthers what a dick.
I would never.
You'd be double downing on douche.
I want the Panthers to win.
They're going to win. I'm telling my prediction 4-2 Panthers.
Think so?
Yep.
4-2?
4-2. Bird
Put some money on that.
I just might.
Gosh, that'd be amazing.
Panda knows how to do it. He's got that app on his phone.
I got a bookie though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I think before we go any further, I think we need to stand for our national anthem here. we got to reverse this curse, Virginia.
And you can't mock it either.
I'm not. I didn't mock the Canadian
No, she
one.
didn't. She gave
I
it- she gave it
certainly wouldn't
respect.
mock this one.
I mean, we got to give this a shot. I mean, if we don't do this and it doesn't go well, then yeah, we're screwed. We'll never live it down.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
I got to start low because the song goes high.
It
and
does,
so,
yeah. Well, you do what you got to do because you do the same thing that you did with the Canadian national anthem.
I started low.
Okay, then start low.
Just make this one not suck.
Damn.
All right, here we go. All right, with respect.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
There we go, America! Yeah.
That was good.
That was great. People love that. That was fantastic. Curse is broken.
Curse is broken.
Come on,
USA.
cats.
USA.
USA.
USA. Go Panthers.
Go Panthers.
Yeah. All right, they're going to do it. People are saying that was better than Fergie.
It was.
I don't know about that.
Virginia, it was. She tried to do a sexy jazz version of it.
It was. That's
Should
great.
I have gone sexy jazz?
No.
No, I just tried to be respectful and
Yeah.
not make people mad.
No.
No,
Let-
you did it right.
I thought
you did it right.
I thought
That
it was
was
great.
really good.
I thought, but you do maybe want to watch the Fergie one now.
Sexy jazz, Fergie, to booze at the end is kind of awesome.
That was a great job.
Yeah, so I mean, if the Panthers win tonight, who gets the credit? Virginia.
Yeah. They got to win, though.
They
Yep.
gotta win. Oh, my poor panda is
2
gonna be
years in a
so
row.
sad.
Well, honestly, I mean, I said that. Poor Panda, because he knows what it's all about, getting to the big game and then losing it time and time again, which is Bills did 4 times in the 90s, losing in the Super Bowl.
My Braves-
That's just unbelievable.
My Atlanta Braves did it a lot, too. They were the most winningest team in baseball in the 90s, and they only had one World Series title to show for it. They were always kind of – they should have been better.
I think Miami teams do really well in Game 7s, though. The
Okay.
Heat NBA championship in a Game 7. The Marlins.
Marlins.
Yeah, with the Indians, I believe. That was Game 7.
That was a great fucking game. The Marlins Game 7, that was an amazing
Absolutely.
game.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so they, hopefully this would pan into Miami sports lore to have them have a great Game 7 and win a Game 7. And if they don't, then yeah, man.
Look, the reviews are in. The people loved it.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
You're a star, Snap Bar.
Yeah, you were great. That was good.
Oh, thank you.
Jeremy said I was watching the live show from the Boca Black Box. You got to tell me, is Virginia really that hot?
Oh, yes, I am.
Wow. Okay.
All right, you did great with the anthem. Let's not fucking make
No, let's talk more about how hot I am.
I know. Dudes are DMing me. First of all, she is married. Her husband's one of my best friends. I'm not going to try to hook you up with Virginia. Stop DM some of these guys. Hey, Brian, how can I get with V? I'm like, well, how can you get with V? Well, she'd have to get a divorce first.
I told Panda the only way he's getting out of this marriage is if he dies.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's real.
Oh, okay. No, you could see the fear in his eyes.
Got an email from Jeremy. He said, "Hey Virginia, I'm surprised you didn't pick stone crab claws and mustard mayonnaise as a dipping food."
You know what? This
hell?
might sound very controversial.
Yeah.
But I think the star of stone crab and the mayonnaise with the mustard is the mayonnaise with the mustard.
Is it real mayo?
I don't love stone crab claws. I mean, I eat them, of course. I mean, crab is still crab. It's still great. But if I'm eating crab, I prefer blue crab.
Okay.
But I thought you didn't like blue food.
It's not really blue.
I don't know about your aquatic bullshit.
You boil it and the crab outside of the crab turns red.
When you eat a crab and
Yes.
it's got a sponge on it and it's got babies, is that a no-no? That's pretty gross to me, if you ask me. My dad, he didn't know what it was. He cooked a crab one time and there was a sponge on there and we figured out it was babies after.
Oh, yeah.
Is that-
I've never had one. I don't know. I've never eaten crab babies.
Is that a delicacy?
I don't know. I know that if you boil blue crab like you boil crawfish and the seasoning gets in the meat, that to me is amazing. The problem I have with stone crab is that it's just boiled or steamed or however they prepare it. There's no seasoning in the water. So the meat of the crab is not seasoned. I'm from Louisiana. We like seasoned meat from the inside. So stone crab claws don't do it that way. So to me, it's an inferior experience when it comes to crab meat.
Do you know what I used to eat? And I want to kick my own ass for doing it. The crab sub from Subway.
It's gross.
You could get crab meat at Subway. What the shit was I thinking?
Yeah.
Oh my-
You went for that,
I
huh?
watched a video on TikTok.
I did a
about
long time
how,
ago.
I watched a TikTok video about how they make the imitation crab meat. And you know, I used to eat it. I used to love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was in it. Now I do.
What is it?
It's like all these like other products, not food.
Yeah,
It's
No.
like, yeah. It's,
Octo anus, all kind of bullshit.
It's like got starches and fillers and this pink goo that is made from like just starches and chemicals and fillers.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's like not even majorly fish. I thought it was mostly fish. It grossed me out so bad. I was like, I'm done.
It must have been
Yeah.
a 6-month run. For some reason, my mom was making a lot of crab, and I had gotten a crab sub at Subway, and I bit into it, and it had some hard/chewy thing in there. And after that, retired. I was out of the crab game.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you can have a bad experience and never be able to go back to that food. I've totally had that happen.
There's fast food burgers sometimes when you bite into it, and
The
it's
hard ball-y
ball,
thing.
It grosses me out.
I've
Like-
had
like-
that too.
Oh, it's like gristle or something. I don't know what it is.
You ever
It's
had a
cartilage.
crab cake? You ever had a crab cake?
Sure.
Long time ago.
Okay, yeah. I was in Annapolis, Maryland, and got crab cakes there with my cousin, and they were pretty good. I'd be like, okay, it was a legit food.
I love crab cakes when it's like 80% crab, 20% cake.
Okay.
It's got to have big chunks of crab meat, and it's got to be seasoned properly.
I think you like them in Annapolis.
Yeah.
They're no joke there.
I'm sure they know what they're doing. They're known for their crab.
You like Bud's chicken and seafood crab? They have good crab cakes. When
I have had
they're
their crab
seasonal.
cakes. Yes, I have had their crab cakes. They're good.
So I asked, is crab overrated? 48% of people said yes.
And the other thing too about crab is if you leave it out, it starts to sweat. Oh, flies seem to be so attracted to it. Oh.
Crabs are a lot of flies love to come around when you're picking crabs.
Yeah, there's some things that you see at a picnic, and you kind of go, guys, what the shit? Egg salad, really? It's sweating.
A question here from Nick about Jbird and his injuries. Came in today. He's re-injured the hamstring again. And Nick said, do you think it's possible that Bird's lack of protein plays a role in his injuries? You know, the body's most important macronutrient.
I eat a lot of protein.
What do you eat for protein?
I'll eat a lot of beans and rice. I eat a lot of lentils. I eat a lot of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I do get my protein. I also get some stuff. Sometimes I'll eat the Gardein,
You get a lot of protein too from semen.
peanut butter.
Okay.
I get it.
So you
yeah.
feel you're getting enough
I
of
know.
the
I
proteins in there.
I keep re-injuring my hamstring. It's just a fucked hamstring.
Yeah.
You went jogging on it.
I was doing sprinting and plyometrics, and I went too big and too far.
Damn.
I know. I was
Yeah, I
trying
gotta
to
get you a new workout regimen.
be like Ralston.
Oh, I don't do that kind of stuff.
He doesn't do that anymore because he knows he's old.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta stop doing this kind of stuff.
He's doing your workout from 10 years ago.
I like high impact cardio stuff because it calms my mind a lot. It slows down my thinking.
Yeah.
That's why I like doing it.
I've been in situations though where you don't really even have to jump or do all that, and you can still work up a good sweat. The thing I was talking about today, and I can't remember the technical name for it, but it's the animal type movements, and a bear crawl is one of them, and another one was an alligator push-up where you do a push-up and you come up and you touch your elbow to your knee, and then you do another one. You keep kind of inching forward, and the other one's just a basic inchworm where you just kind of bend over, put your hands down, and then you inch your body out, and then you do a push-up, and then you inch your way back up again. So those kind of movements, there's a lot of you're using your core and a lot of things like that, that if you keep a good pace on doing those, you'll get a great, lean, mean body on body workout.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's a good.
You'll get cardio in it.
Trying
too.
to mix some push-ups in there too.
Okay. Yeah, push-ups are good. Pull-ups are
Not
great
the
if you do a
ice
few.
cream push-ups.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even have the energy.
Yeah. Mountain climbers, bear crawls, crab walks, all that kind of stuff.
Bear claws. I love bear claws.
Not the donut bear claw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat so poor today.
There was some comments about Jbird and his issues with gas. Should he go to electric? Debbie said, I was just listening regarding it, and you most certainly should not be paying that for just those appliances that you listed and what your gas bill is. You need to ask the regional manager and request, at the very least, a meter change out. Was the cut line repaired? I'm assuming it's natural gas, and he needs to call the Public Services Commission and report them. A lot of misinformation he's being given, and certainly a stove, dryer, and water heater should not be over $200. That's outrageous. says Debbie.
Outrageous.
That's if I'm lucky. There was one. It was $3.50 for mine. I couldn't believe it.
That's ridiculous.
I couldn't believe it. I've talked to all the managers. They know my case. I don't want to bitch and moan again because I know people don't like that. But it's bringing me down a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Shannon said, I have a propane tank in my house. Mine is buried under the yard. However, I have a family of 5. I use gas for my dryer, my water heater, my stove, my outdoor grill, and a fire pit. And I don't use that much gas as Jbird does. They're definitely screwing you. I probably use about $100 a month for all of that.
Yeah, the lady was nice to me who I talked to, but she had mentioned this thing. We estimate, so we are always estimating what it's going to be from last year's month or whatever. It makes no sense. So I could barely use anything, and they're still charging me all of this money from when it was cut.
That is ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. It's pretty insane.
I thought you got a bill and it was from your actual usage. How are they giving you a bill trying to prognosticate what you're going to use?
Well, then she tells me, she goes, well, at the end of the month, take a picture of your meter and then tell us in the email form you don't want to do the having your bill estimated. I go, what? Why the fuck are you telling me this now?
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't usually get mad at that kind of stuff, but the bird is turning Angry Bird's coming out.
I don't blame you.
Well, I feel like they're fucking me.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That would be frustrating. Chicago Lulu said, get a gas leak detector for now just to be safe.
My dad has it. My dad is the one that found the leak. The fire department was there. The gas company was there. They both left. Could not find the leak. My dad found it. Had to call the gas company back.
That makes him so much sexier, too. Just that he found what they couldn't. That's hot.
Yep.
You know what the fire department said to him?
Your dad's hot.
They go, oh, yours is bigger than ours. His instrument, they did say that. They go,
He had a bigger tool than the fire department?
oh, my dad's on a mission about that. He's in Texas right now,
Yeah.
but when he was visiting, he was on everyone's ass like flies on a rib roast.
Good for him.
yeah.
Somebody's got to be.
He's pissed.
Okay.
He is pissed off.
Good for him. Good for him.
I'm just gonna tell him to call.
Jennifer said, loved having your kids on the podcast on Friday, Kev. Maybe there's something you could do with your daughter every now and then about the Gen X or Gen Z perspective. Yeah, there might be some stuff. I mean, she's younger in the game. We're losing suits. That's our Gen Z perspective right now. So, yeah, so there might be some stuff here or there. We'll see. It depends upon her schedule. Caitlin starts work again on Sunday, so she is going to be gone for another month. So it'll be tough to have.
And she'll be out of the country.
Yes, she will be halfway around the world, so it's going to be tough to get her on. And I think she's on.
Good for her, though. What a fun adventure she's going to have.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's a great experience. I mean,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she's stumbled into a fun job, and yeah, she's seeing parts of the world that not many people get to see, and having some amazing experiences. So she works for great people, and she thoroughly enjoys her time with them. So yeah, it's cool. Good for her. But yeah, she's hit or miss. When she's home, it's great. So she's usually 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, but during the summer they go a month at a time.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So unfortunately, losing Caitlin on Sunday. There's a lot of comments, as I imagine there would be. After I saw myself in the mirror at Hair Club on Friday, I thought, you know what, I'll just take a photo and let people tee off on this. I'm sure they're going to enjoy it. And they did. Boy, did they. I just kind of, you know what? It's just kind of like throwing chum in the water with sharks.
Oh yeah.
Hey, tell me what you think.
Tell me what you think. Yeah, I'm gonna go more with the grunge look, and it was a little chum for the sharks.
There's certain posts I know not to even click on.
I
the
really didn't go
comments.
back
Don't
to it.
even
Yeah,
look,
I
'cause
just
you know you're.
I read about 8 really just nasty, terrible comments, and it was
That's always the worst. You put up a video or something or a picture, and the very first comment you see is biting and insulting.
Oh, it was just
I'm not gonna
a
read
whole
anymore.
thread of them. I'm glad you guys had fun. That was for your enjoyment on a Friday. But I said something about I was going to go with the grunge look. Dan said, "This is not grunge, Kev. This is getting ready to shiv you, Kev." So.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
But
I did see that.
That was the
Horrifying.
post.
He looks dangerous.
I think you would be under a bed just waiting.
Oh,
to
could you
do
imagine?
unspeakable
You
things
look
to
under
me.
your bed and that's there.
That's
Yeah.
cool looking.
Yeah. But that's when I go to hair club. That's what they start with.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was telling you can do a lot with it. Yeah, they start with that, and then they trim it back to what I got right now.
Shit looks real to me.
Yeah, well, it is real. It is real. It's just not really mine.
Well, it looks natural. It looks
Yeah.
like it's really part of your head.
Yeah, it is. It is great. So they've made great developments on it. I know some people were saying you just need to go over and go to Greece or Turkey, I think it was, and it's $5,000 and you can get that. Because I had done that before, the hair transplant thing. And like I said, the thing I'd learned is a lot of times it takes more than just one.
Right. You have to go like 6 to 8 times to make a big difference. And how much is it per time?
Well, it depends. They were saying go to Turkey because it's only $5,000. I think here in the States it might be as much as 5 to 10. I think I got a deal. I think mine was 5 here because I was doing one of those deals that we do with. But it's still. I mean, it took me a while to pay it off.
Yeah.
And then that's where I'm like, all right. As soon as I got paid off, they're like, yeah, you probably could use another 2 or 3. I'm like, all right, no.
2 or 3. I couldn't
Yeah.
afford the first one.
Right. That's what I thought. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But I did see they're toting it. They always keep saying these things where they think that they've figured out the solution to hair loss. And so that story's out again. But I've seen that headline probably 8 times in the last 4 or 5 years. So, but now they think they've really got it. So
I think they're hitting it with that.
yeah, this is a good thing. If I can, that's kind of my hope. If I can bridge the gap to get to the ultimate cure, then that'd be fantastic. But I gotta tell you, honestly, with the hair that they put on, I always had thin, fine, bitch-ass hair that would never do anything right anyway. Even when it was full and I was young, I always hated my hair. I like it better now.
Yeah.
They got a little bit of body to it. So I don't even know if I go back. I just keep doing what I'm doing.
Oh, I want you to ride that pony. I want to see you in that PT, that ponytail.
Ponytail, okay.
I think that shit would be popping.
That's the way to do it. Okay. Somebody said I was at the Blink-182 concert on Friday. It was amazing. William said, thumbs up.
Nice.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say Blink-182 doesn't always sound good. I just think there's been times in their career where they're all fucked up and
Right.
they're on stage and they're out of their mind, or at least one of them was.
You got a lot of balls.
Oh, I agree. I don't get fucked up for Snack Pack shows. I don't get fucked up. Podcasts. Well, can't imagine why I get fucked up. But people giving gallons of whiskey on stage. Regina gave me banana daiquiris. I get it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
loved it.
No one made me drink
You
it.
sucked it down like a fat kid on a Slurpee.
I was so happy every time I kept losing it. I was so happy every time I found my banana daiquiri.
He kept losing it. It was a jug. I'll make you another one.
I would love one.
Something I guess maybe I'm late to the game on. I don't know. The Hawk Tuah girl. I just started seeing it all over social media yesterday. I'm like, what the heck is this? So I had to look and see what it is. It came from an interview. This guy is out. And you see this a good bit now on TikTok and social media. You'll have a guy out. It's bar time, and he'll be asking girls that are coming out of bars or just wandering around, things about their sex life and whatever, and then they make an interview kind of thing of it. And they were asking this girl about, sex and what's your go-to move and all that, and this meme came out of it, the Hawk Tuah girl. I think this is the initial interview that kind of got it all going.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh,
that
you
do?
gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
So
Spit on
she
it.
Hawk Tuah, yeah, that was her move, is you basically spit on their dick and then rub and tug, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lube of sorts.
Yeah, and so next thing you knew, I mean, it was all over the place. The Hawk Tuah.
She's a star.
Well, I mean, there were memes. There's her face, and they put her on Tua Tagovailoa, and that's Hawk Tuah.
Tuah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's kind of brilliant.
that was one of the ones. A whole bunch of spit on that thing. So I saw people were getting Hawk Tuah spit on that thing.
You just never know what's gonna.
Tattoos.
You never know what's gonna go viral these days.
Yeah, people were making Hawk Tuah songs that were out.
Underneath the moonlight, with stars shining bright, she went Hawk Tuah and spat on that thing. What a pretty sight. She polished my knob good with a twist and a glide. She made me go crazy every time she did it. What a wild delight. I think her name was Haley. Where'd you run? We were hotter than a summer's day, hotter than the sun. She said she liked back shots, didn't want to see my face. I beat the cobwebs off that thing, some ran in place. The last thing I remember, she whispered, I love you, cookie forever. Now I'm stuck with a memory, searching for her, never say never.
Yeah, Hawk Tuah girl, and I saw she's selling merch, and she's out all over the place. She's enjoying the fame.
She's
so.
leaning into it, as they say.
Yeah, I guess she is, and I guess that was part of the debate. Was people going, "Oh, her parents must be so ashamed," but
Look, 2024, there's all kind of shocking shit out there.
yeah.
That's the most shocking shit you see. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, so that is the thing that's going to be hot for a moment. So if you hear Hawk Tuah, you're like, what is that all about? That's the Hawk Tuah girl.
Got ya.
That's the story behind it. It's all about spitting on that thing. And she said that she was still in love with her, I guess her Pookie. And then they referenced her name in there, and somebody said, yeah, she bartends in Nashville. So I can only imagine. I mean, Nashville every single night. Did you see some of the footage of people partying in Nashville over the weekend? I mean, it's just packed.
It was insanity. My girlfriend was there. Franny was there.
Oh, was she really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it just looked absolutely nuts. So it's kind of crazy. I talked to my son on Friday. He lives in Nashville, and they never go there.
Is he still at Corsair
Yeah, he is.
Distillery?
Yeah.
He lives if he lives near the distillery, it's a little north.
He said it's about 30 minutes. He lives about 30 minutes away. So I think he's going to move in September, and he's going to get closer to the distillery and closer into town.
Okay.
He's in a place called Hermitage, if you know the Nashville area. So he lives there and then has to drive a good bit. But, yeah, he said none of the townies go ever near Broadway.
I can't imagine they would. It's just like in New Orleans. Locals don't go on Bourbon Street at night. It's the same thing. Local people from Nashville don't go on Broadway.
But, boy, that place just popped out of nowhere, didn't it?
It really did.
It was like Dubai. Just remember how Dubai was a massive city in like 5 weeks? And Nashville, the lower Broadway area, has become that. The last 10 years ago, I don't think it was anything.
It wasn't like it is now. I mean, it's like ridiculously insane.
No, it really is.
You would be so overwhelmed. You would hate it, Jbird.
I don't know.
There's tall buildings.
If I have some drinks in me, I'll be all right.
Four or
It's so
five
hard.
stories.
It's so hard to
Yeah, there are
cross
some,
the
yeah.
street. It's like it's a whole thing.
Well,
Yeah.
after that pep talk, I definitely don't want to fucking go.
I see you more as a Chattanooga man.
Chattanooga's a great town too, but yeah, it's not the same. But yeah, you go out in the day, it's not too bad.
What city gets the most Hawk Tuahs?
You want a Hawk Tuah.
Hawk Tuah.
Can you imagine if they know where she is, how much money she's gonna be making in tips? The Hawk Tuah girl.
If she capitalizes on that,
Well, she could do a Hawk Tuah shot. She just spits in guys' faces, and they would probably pay her $50
totally.
or $100
Some of them are like, oh,
to get a video of getting a Hawk Tuah.
Yeah. But you don't want, you're gonna bring some element there you don't want. You're gonna get guys pre-coming in line waiting to
Pre-coming in.
It's gonna
Well,
be
it's like that girl that we talked to that does the slap shot. She was in America's Backyard, and I don't know. I think she might travel around. I don't know if she's in Fort Lauderdale all the time, but we follow her on Instagram now, and I see her. She wears a bikini. She's ripped, and she's a good-looking girl. And guys come up, they pay. It's like a minimum of $50 or $100, something like that.
Wow.
And yeah, she does the shot to them, and then throws water in their face and slaps them, and they're like, "Oh, it's great."
But what's Hawk Tuah do? It's What's she gonna do? Hawk Tuah.
I think she spits on you,
Just
right?
I don't know, man. I'm not sure if this is the right road to go down.
What does she spit on? Because, I mean, Hawk Tuah, she's spitting on your
She's
dick.
spitting on that thing, yeah.
So do you take out your dick and let her spit on it?
Yeah, you can't do that.
At that
clearly.
point, yeah. Now we're.
Yeah, you can't do that. But yeah, maybe she does a Hawk Tuah in your face. See what it's all about. I don't know.
I feel like that. First of all, you have to have a lot of spit.
You do.
will- you'll
She
get
would-
dry.
yeah, there's a couple things you'd have to work through. But if I were doing marketing for Hawk Tuah girl, and already, I mean, the Dolphins got to bring her in, right? I mean, you got to have a Hawk Tuah night.
I mean, that is kind of funny.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the image they want.
Yeah. Spit on that thing.
Let's call the Dolphins. Let's pitch this idea.
Spit on that. That's the name of the promotion. Spit on that
Spit
thing.
on that thing.
KVJ wants to sponsor Hawk Tuah night.
Hawk Tuah night.
Yeah,
Spit on that thing.
It's more of a KVJ event. Maybe not a Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how far it goes. I mean, how long before this thing burns itself out? I just saw it, I think, yesterday or Saturday. So will it last for another week? I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thank you for all the emails. You can always get it through to us. Mail@kvjshow.com. MAIL@kvjshow.com. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.